It was like the last week of 8th grade, right? And our counselor was passing out workers permits. Back then, as a broke 14-year-old, having a job was like paradise. Like, I would do anything to get a job. Pay me to do something. $8 an hour to do a simple task, and that's my money right there? Cool. I remember I literally cried real genuine tears because I couldn't get hired at Culver's, which was the only place that hired at 14. They didn't even get called for an interview, bro. About a week after that, I ended up getting a 2-week summer job at a fireworks stand. That was my first ever taste of having a job. On the first day, I realized I fucked up. Within those 2 weeks, I realized work is not what I thought it was. But that didn't stop me from getting another job after that as the dishwasher at a Chinese restaurant. I just wanted the money, bro. I was just trying to get some money. That right there was the most depressing job I ever worked in my life. And I say that about every single job I worked at. I say that about FedEx. All the periods in my life when I think back when I was working a job were the most depressing parts of my life. Even though I had money, don't get me wrong, I love having money. I love getting money. I don't want to just be broke, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, all the points in my life when I had a job, I was depressed. Cause I was like, damn, like, how much hours do you have to work? How much jobs do you have to get to be able to just be comfortable? I'm working all these hours. I can't afford nothing. I can't even afford life, bro. But long story short, I went from being the first sibling in my family between me and my 2 sisters that actually wanted to get up and go work to get money, to now at 19, it's like I'm doing everything in my power to avoid the job. I can't believe there was a point in my life where I actually was fiending to work at FedEx, bro. I was fiending, like I couldn't wait to get there and just fucking work. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I was broke as shit in high school, so $1,600 a month, that wasn't bad. But when I think about how much life costs, I'm like, bro, this is nothing. I'm gonna have to be here all day, every day if I want to get a regular apartment and a regular car. At some point, my values in life just changed. I realized that it's not about how much money you're making, it's about how you're making it. You can be making $100,000 a year, which is good money. It's not like crazy, like out of this world money, but that's very good money, bro. You making that money right, but your lifestyle is you going to work, doing some shit for 10 hours a day that you don't want to do. You wake up every day like, fuck, the last thing I want to do is go to this place and work. But you making $100,000 a year. But in the grand scheme of things, you're depressed as fuck, bro. Like, you don't want to live a life like that. Like, I would be much happier making $3,000-4,000 a month from YouTube. $3,000 a month from YouTube. If I could just support myself and just pay my bills from YouTube, that's good. If you can pay your bills with something that you like doing, bro, you made it. You got something that 99.9% of people on this earth don't have, bro. True, genuine happiness. Everybody else thinks that it's just life to go and work a job and do some shit that you hate doing just to live the same life everybody else living. I could be making the same amount of money a nigga making at McDonald's. I would be much happier with that amount of money if I knew I was making it from doing some shit I love. Now, even with YouTube, it's times where I don't feel like editing. Matter of fact, at this point, I done edited so much videos, bro. I never feel like editing. There's never going to be a time ever again when I actually feel like editing. It's still work. It's still a job, basically. So while I might not actually feel like editing, the feeling of sitting down in front of a computer and watching my vision that I created come together, and then watching that vision also pay my bills, would bring way more satisfaction into my life than working a job. Unless, of course, you find a job that you actually enjoy doing, then go ahead and do that. Why not? When I was at FedEx, lifting them boxes in them trucks every day, hot, sweating, dehydrated, throwing up, that was not a life that I wanted to live. I was making way more money in my life than I ever made, but I was depressed. I remember like riding to work at 2 o'clock in the morning, hoping like, bro, I hope this motherfucker explodes so we don't gotta go, bro. I hope this shit get canceled. Like, I wanted anything to happen so I did not have to go to work. It was times I'd call off work for no reason just because I didn't want to go. I didn't care about losing out on money because I just did not want to go to work that bad that I was like, I don't care about losing this money. And it was just so mind-blowing, but at the same time heartbreaking to know that this experience that's so sad and unbearable for me is just life for most people. It's just regular life. It's just life. This is just your life. Don't reflect that shit on me. Everybody has a vision for their life, bro. Like, I'm trying to buy my mama a house and pay my family bills and shit. Works are crazy goals to having, like, but I want to at least make sure I fully try to accomplish that before I just surrender to a 9-to-5 job that I know I would not want to do. I salute you if you have a job, you know what I'm saying? Because you're strong. But I think about it this way, bro. Like, if you're working a job, first of all, you building somebody else's vision, you paying somebody else's family bills, you bought somebody else's mama a house, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. But look at me though, I'm in my room with some sunglasses on, with some dreads, nappy head ass nigga. To most people, I probably just sound like I'm just talking shit, bro. I just want to feel like I fully tried before I put myself in something that I know I don't want to do. You only get one life. You might as well try or die trying.